Hello, and welcome. I know my channel is relatively new, so most of you probably who are watching this don't know who I am. I'm Ryley. This is my channel, Ryley Rambles. Today I'm going to be telling you about how and why I became a vegan, so I'm just going to jump right into it. So I was a meat eater my entire life. My dad was a fisherman growing up, and my mom's favorite meals to cook us was chicken and rice, or like some sort of red meat, but usually chicken and rice. I don't even think I knew about vegans or vegetarians. I actually can't remember. I literally remember thinking that everybody in the world ate meat, and I never even thought anything about it. My mom did love to feed us veggie platters and fruit platters, which was really funny. Like, she would literally serve that as a meal, but for dinner it was always chicken and rice, or a red meat, or spaghetti or something with ground meat in it. So yeah, I honestly didn't even know what vegans and vegetarians were. I didn't know that they existed. So when I was around 13 years old, I think that's when I found out vegans and vegetarians were a thing. And that happened because I'm pretty sure I remember I never was one to make fun of people, but I found out because everybody started talking oh, you're vegan, you don't eat meat, and I'd be like, what? That's a thing. But I never made fun of people. It was always grown adults or people I went to school with actually making fun of them. I was just a shy kid who avoided conflict. So even though in my head I was like, why do you care what they're doing? What the heck? I didn't know people didn't eat meat, but why do you care? It's not your life, it's theirs. But I never said anything because, like I said, I was a shy kid who avoided conflict, so I would not do that. I wish I did because I hate bullying, but and I would now as a 24-year-old, but I did not do that growing up. I would cry if anyone said anything to me that started a fight or anything. It was pretty bad. But yeah, so when I was 13, that's when I found out people in the world were vegans and vegetarians, and it was mind-blowing. I was like, what? That's a thing? You can do that? I didn't know, but I still didn't get the education. It was more of people just being oh, that's so weird. Where do you get your protein from? I kind of had that in my head, oh, where do you get your protein from? You just eat vegetables? What? So fast forward to 19-year-old me. I moved out. I moved away from my hometown, and so I got a job as a server at a burger restaurant. I can hear my cat. She wants to come in. I'm gonna go grab her. Let's go grab the Okapo. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Oosh. Hello! So yeah, fast forward to 19-year-old me. I got a job at a burger joint of all places, and I'm gonna let her go. And yeah, like anyone in the restaurant business, I started taking home burgers a lot to my husband and I, my boyfriend at the time. He's my husband now. But yeah, I started taking home burgers almost every night. Even when I wasn't working, I'd go and order takeout from there because you get a discount. Everyone knows that when you're in the restaurant business, you eat the food a lot. So yeah, we were burger fanatics. We ate them a lot. My favorite burger was this chicken burger that had brie cheese and bacon and aioli and just a bunch of stuff that I would never eat now. But that was my favorite burger. And then my husband always ordered a beef burger of some sort, or a red meat burger. And he wasn't picky at all, so I actually would choose the burgers for him, and it would be a different one every time because this burger restaurant had a bunch of different burgers. And then I noticed after 2 weeks he was not feeling it, and he started asking for just plain hamburgers, and I was oh, that's weird. Who eats a plain hamburger? Because we're saucy type people. We a lot of things on our burger. We like flavor. We don't just like plain. So I was like, that's so weird. And then he wasn't even like, after like a week, eating it all. And I was like, you're wasting the food. Like, what the heck? And then I think like a week goes by and he tells me like just randomly, you know what, babe, like I don't think meat is starting to gross me out. I don't think I want to do this anymore. I think I want to become a vegetarian. And I was like, okay, like go for it. Like, okay, like that's cool. You know, like I'm not gonna, you do what you want to do. Like I'll make you vegetarian meals. I'll learn, like I can do that for you. Like I want you to eat. So like, yeah, do it. So basically, he started looking into how to get like protein and how much food he should be eating as a vegetarian, looking into like research on it and like what the benefits are, because he was and is a bodybuilder, so like he needs that protein, he needs to be energized, he needs to just make sure his body is on the right track. Even with that switch of meat eating to vegetarian, he needed to make sure that like he was eating enough, he was getting enough for his body to be energized. And yeah, I totally supported that. But with that, in his research and his videos, I started listening to it because I'm in the same room with him. Like we live in a one bedroom apartment. So I'm listening to all of like these things he's getting educated on, and I started thinking like, damn, I need to start like seeing what my lifestyle is like affecting, I don't know, just the planet. And like I was still meat eating at that time, so I was like, oh, I kind of want to like look into what my lifestyle is doing to the world and just like to the animals and the dairy industry and all that. And what I found was honestly so sad to me. Like I decided right then and there that yes, I'm gonna become a vegetarian too. Like I don't know why I didn't think of it any sooner, but I'm decided I need to make that change. Well, I didn't. I gotta say it was really, really hard for me. Honestly, what held me back for the first like 2 weeks was that chicken burger at the restaurant. I loved it so much and I just kept eating it. And even though I wanted to make that change, I kind of like justified in my head, well, I can't be a vegetarian if I'm eating this one chicken burger. So I just scratched that. He still was a vegetarian. This was like early 2017, but I went back to eating meat. Fast forward to like July 2017, we went to Mexico, and like I said, he was vegetarian, so like he was eating vegetarian meals at the resort, but I went back to eating meat. So I ate this taco and I got food poisoning from it, and it was brutal. I've never had food poisoning before, and I can't even explain it. I was throwing up so much, but I was like, this is not gonna ruin my trip. I'm here only for like 10 days. I have to just drink through it, you know, like have fun still. And yeah, so I drank through it even though I was throwing up like every hour. And then I was like, you know what, I need to eat some fruit. Maybe this will like make me feel better. So I ate some fruit, and then I remember I went into the ocean and we went swimming, and I threw it up everywhere, and it was so embarrassing. I could just see the watermelon like floating where everyone was swimming, and I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. And I swear it was because of this taco that I ate. And so when I got back from Mexico, I decided, oh well, like I should just go vegetarian, because that kind of threw me off. I was like, damn, I do not ever want to like get food poisoning like that again. And I kind of in my head was like, it's because I was eating meat. So after like in August, literally right after I got back from Mexico, I decided to go vegetarian. Meanwhile, my husband's been vegetarian this whole time. And then during Mexico trip, while I decided to go vegetarian, he decided to go vegan. So when we got back, he went vegan and I went vegetarian. And then honestly, once I committed to that after the Mexico trip, I never went back. I never ate meat again. And I didn't really have a problem with eggs either, because eggs were never my thing. They kind of like, I never liked them even when I ate meat, so it wasn't a thing. It was just the cheese and like the dairy. But then it was so easy because after 4 months of my husband being vegan and me cooking him vegan meals, I was like, I can do this. So I kind of switched to like plant-based milks and plant-based cheeses. And actually, I didn't even do plant-based cheeses. I just cut out cheese altogether. It wasn't really a big deal for me anymore. I was like, I don't even crave it anymore. It makes my stomach hurt. So like, yeah, oat milk was like my favorite thing. I liked it better than 2% whole milk or whatever, like cow's milk. So it was super easy. It's crazy how like going meat eating to vegetarian was so hard for me, but then in a matter of 4 months of being vegetarian, I went vegan and I never looked back. I'm the beginning of my 4th year of being vegan, and yeah, like I said, I've never looked back. I never am like, oh damn, I wish I could eat that, because you can honestly eat anything as a vegan. You can have tacos, you can have anything you want. It's just vegan, and in return it's like healthier for you because you're not getting that cholesterol and like stuff that causes cancer. Like obviously you can be a junk food vegan, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm not like a healthy vegan, I just am vegan. So like you can be unhealthy and still be vegan. It's just I just don't eat animals and dairy products. So yeah, it was super easy. Also, one thing that stuck with me during like my research after I was getting educated, because as I said, I didn't even know this like vegans and vegetarians existed till I was like 13, and even when I found out, I never like really educated myself on the subject, and I wish I did, because my whole life I've been an animal lover. So I thought, I had 3 dogs and a cat at home that stayed with my mom when I moved out. And so my whole family's always been like, oh yeah, we love animals. Like, and we do. But we love pets. That's the thing. And so when I was doing my research, I came across this quote that was like, you don't love animals if you eat meat. You love your pets. And that really stuck with me because I always call myself an animal lover, but it's true. I ate animals. How could I say I'm an animal lover if I'm eating them? And now I can officially say I am an animal lover. I love animals. I love my pets, but I also love all animals, and that makes me so happy. I literally pride myself on that. I'm definitely not a vegan because of health benefits, which a lot of people are. I'm a vegan because of the morals it gave me. So I don't know. I'm a moral vegan, and some people are a health vegan. You know, there's a difference. So basically, my husband is kind of the reason why I became vegan. He kind of started it all, and I thank him for that. We live such a like better, happier life because of it. You truly don't realize that meat eating, like, I don't know, just the switch makes you so much happier and healthier, and like your skin clears up, and yeah, just everything. I'll never go back. I honestly, like, I wish I was vegan my whole life. I really, really wish that I did that, but I didn't know. I didn't have the education, and now I like don't push it in people's faces, but I love to just like, if you ask me a question, I definitely want to like inform people, and like I said, I don't like judge anyone. I just think like a lot of people don't know like the dairy industry, what it actually does, and like the global warming, how like farming causes more than half of global warming, which is just crazy. Like, I care about the earth, and it scares me that global warming is a thing. So yeah, I'm gonna do my best to like do what I can do about it. And I'm not perfect, but at least I can like stop eating animals and stop contributing that way. I'm sure that like I still do things that are like not that great, but I try, and that's all that matters. I just really want people to like, once they're educated about it, just try, you know, like, yeah. So with that said, that is how I became vegan and why I became vegan. And yeah, just a little story time for ya. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you comment any questions you have. I honestly will answer anything. I just want to chat with anyone. And yeah, subscribe to my channel.